Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Color Me Bad Lynn, back with a brief share of a fragrance that I have yet to even wear, but I decided to come on and share this fragrance and give my first impressions about it. I've seen a lot of people on the internet, on YouTube, fragrance content creators talk about this fragrance and how much they love it. And I don't think I've ever worn it before. I've smelled it briefly, I think when it first came out, but to tell you the longevity on the fragrance and whether or not I like or I love it, I can't tell you that just yet, because I don't think I've ever actually worn this fragrance like out to work, grocery shopping, or to an event or anything like that. But I can tell you a little bit about it, and so that's what I'm going to do today. So welcome back to my channel. Again, this is Color Me Bad Lynn. I am a beauty professional. On my channel, if you're not familiar, we talk mostly about fragrances that are in my collection, those fragrances that are on my wish list, which I have a gazillion of them. We also kind of every now and then I'll sneak in my son's room and grab a couple of bottles of his and share with you my thoughts about the cologne choices that I have made for him. He's a teenager, but some of the scents that I grab for him are ones that I just love and I just want him to have just because. You know how that is. And then also we will talk about basically just all things beauty, natural skincare, a little bit of makeup. We will talk about natural hair, wigs, weaves, and you name it. If it has to do with beauty, we are going to tap into, touch, and delve deeply into those conversations. We're also going to talk about love, romance, relationships, a little bit of dating, and family issues, and most importantly, faith. Okay? So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. You can also email me. I have, again, some questions that I want to come on and share with you guys. The Q&As on those to get the new year started off right with Dear Color Me. So if you have any questions for me, go ahead and shoot them at me and I will shoot you back and answer to the best of my ability. All right, so let's get into it. The fragrance that I wanted to come on and share with you guys, and like I said, I have heard so much about this perfume, and I said I'm going to come on and do a first impression of this fragrance. I haven't worn it before. I think I've smelled it before in passing, but you know, when you have a lot of different colognes and fragrances in your collection, if you are a collector, especially when we're still dealing with this pandemic situation, even though most of us are back at work, you don't wear your colognes every single day. So that is something that, you know, we've got fragrances that are collecting dust, fragrances that you've ordered since you've been at home, not working or working from home. A lot of online shopping goes down and has been going down and continues to go down. So if you feel me, thumbs up. All right, so the fragrance that I want to share with you guys is Guess Seductive Noir. Okay, I have heard so much about this fragrance. Like, just not all the content creators that talk about beauty and fragrances have shared this fragrance, but I have heard so much about this fragrance. So we're gonna delve in and find out what we think about it. It smells pretty good. It's got something deep down in there. I smell some lavender, and I'm not a huge lavender fan. I do have several fragrances that are in my collection that do have lavender notes in them, but they're so subtle that you can barely tell that they're in there, and they're not overpowering. I am not a fan or a lover of fragrances that have a lavender note in them and you can actually smell it, because a lot of times it's just a little bit too much for me. I don't really care for that scent at all, so it has to be done right. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that this one is a good one. So I'm gonna spray a little bit out. The spray is pretty nice. It's not bad. It is very dark, very dark, and I like a dark fragrance. So but I see why it's really dark, really mysterious fragrance. Again, this is Guess Seductive. This is a fragrance that is for women, of course. Anyone could wear this. I could actually see a gentleman wearing this. There is a male version of this particular cologne or fragrance. I haven't smelled that either, but this one here definitely could be unisex. It really could. There is vanilla. It is definitely powdery. It says it's aromatic. It has iris in it. It is earthy. It is woody. It is musky. It has white floral. It is herbal and soft spicy. So this is a cologne or a fragrance that can be worn probably all year round. Probably not in hot weather, but if you're going to be somewhere in the summertime where the air condition is going to be blasting, you could probably get away with this one. Okay. Again, this is Guess Seductive Noir for women by Guess. It is an amber floral fragrance, which normally amber floral fragrances are my friend because I absolutely love amber. Okay. This is a new fragrance is what it's noted as. This particular fragrance was launched in 2019. Okay. The nose behind this fragrance is Laurence Guneric. The top notes are sage, which I love sage in my colognes and fragrances, bergamot, which is your lime, and peony. Your middle notes are what I love to call your hard notes, or iris, jasmine, sambac, and lily of the valley. And I absolutely love lily of the valley in my fragrances and colognes. Your base note of this particular cologne is vanilla, velvet, and Haitian vetiver. So I love vetiver in my colognes also. So I'm going to have to let this cologne and fragrance calm all the way down before I can tell you whether or not I love this. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. I have a fragrance on this evening, so I don't want to really disturb it, but I do want to see what this is going to smell like on my skin. It's not bad, but like I said, I have to let this dry down before I can tell you guys whether or not I actually love this. And I will come on eventually during the year of 2020 and let you know what the longevity is on this cologne for me. Definitely. I didn't even look up like how much this fragrance costs because I've had it for a minute. But you can find this fragrance for extremely affordable prices. Like I said, I get a lot of reminders and to let me know when certain people post videos or upload content on YouTube, and I have gotten a lot of information about this fragrance from YouTube creators for fragrance collectors, and everybody that has this and comes on and talks about it absolutely loves this. So I'm definitely going to give this a try because it's probably why I added it to my collection. I've had it for about a year and a half. And it is really, really pretty. It's different. And so I'm definitely going to let this die down. As I've expressed in several videos past, that if it's in a black bottle or a white bottle, normally it takes good care of me. I love a black bottle fragrance and I love a white bottle fragrance. I don't know what it is about those two color bottle fragrances, but they always treat me extremely well. And so far, so good. It's nice. It's a nice fragrance. I don't know. It's definitely not something that I will wear every single day, but it is definitely a nice fragrance. It is definitely dark. It is, I wouldn't say seductive, but it is very sultry. And it has a very passionate vibe to it. And so I will definitely, I've got some on the back of my hand now, so I will be able to come back on and tell you guys maybe in a week or so what I think about this cologne and how long it actually lasts for me. Again, this is Guess Seductive Noir for women. If you love vetiver in your fragrances, if you love an amber floral fragrance, slightly sweet with a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of lily of the valley in it, I highly recommend that you add this to your collection. You know what I always say when I have a very, very nice fragrance in my collection that I like to come on and share with everybody? Get you some. This is Guess Seductive Noir for women. This is Color Me Bad Lynn saying thank you for watching. I'm so excited to come on. This is a new year. I do again want to wish everyone a happy new year. This is 2022. If you're anything like me, it takes me about 2 months before I realize that I'm still writing the last year's numbers down on different things when I sign them and date them. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better this year. It is 2022. It's no longer 2021. So again, Happy New Year's to everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love and the support. God bless you guys. Peace.